Hello students, we are going to start the chapter hydrocarbons. Okay, when we are saying hydrocarbons means what? Carbon and hydrogen compounds. Okay, so these hydrocarbons are basically divided into two, that is saturated hydrocarbon and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, so when we are saying saturated hydrocarbon, they are also known as alkane. When we are saying unsaturated hydrocarbon, they are of two types, alkene and alkynes. Okay, so first we will be studying about what? Alkanes. When we are talking about alkanes, alkanes consists of single bond. Okay, you have studied in class 10th. Okay, its formula is how much? How we calculate it? Cn H2n plus 2, isn't it? And now here, how can we calculate it? How, like, see, if it is 1 only, so H, what it will be? 2 into 1, isn't it? Plus 2, so it becomes what? So this is how we take out the formula of alkanes. Now, regarding the homologous series, okay, homologous series are what? Actually, in this what happens? In the series, the alkanes differ by what? CH2, isn't it? Here, like if it is methane, second will be what? C2H6, third will be C3H8, isn't it? And so on. This is the homologous series of what? The alkanes. Okay, and now we are going to study about the preparation of alkanes. Nomenclature I have already dealt in the previous chapter of these hydrocarbons. Okay, nomenclature has been done in the previous chapter of basic concepts of organic chemistry. Okay, so now we are going to study the preparation of this alkanes. Now let us study about the preparation of what? Alkanes. Okay, it can be prepared from different compounds, okay, and by different ways. Okay, the first way which we are going to study is from the unsaturated hydrocarbon. So what is an unsaturated hydrocarbon? Alkene or alkyne. Okay, alkene consists of what? Double bond. Alkyne consists of triple bond, and unsaturated hydrocarbon, it consists of multiple bonds, isn't it? So now, so first when we are preparing from unsaturated hydrocarbon, it is by the hydrogenation reaction. Hydrogenation, when we are saying that, it comes in our brain that what? Here hydrogen will be added. Okay, so general formula for easy understanding is alkene or alkyne if you are taking and you are adding hydrogen to it in the presence of catalyst, palladium, nickel, platinum, you get what? An alkane. Okay, so what happens actually when we use these catalysts? Any of it you can use palladium, you can use nickel, or you can use platinum. Okay, what happens when we use this catalyst? It helps in what? Adsorption of hydrogen on the surface. Okay, and when this hydrogen gets adsorbed on the surface of this catalyst, what happens? The HH bond gets what? Activated. Okay, so it gets activated, and as the result, now it is ready to react with what? The alkene or alkyne to give what? The alkane. Okay, so now here we have taken for example ethene. Okay, CH2, double bond CH2, we are adding hydrogen to it in the presence of catalyst. Okay, platinum, palladium or nickel, whichever it is. Okay, we give, the bonds are broken, and as a result it forms what? Saturated hydrocarbon or a alkane, that is ethane. Okay, now if we are taking what? Propyne. Okay, CH3, C, triple bond C, CH. Okay, when we are adding hydrogen to it, what happens in the presence of, again in the presence of the catalyst, platinum, palladium or nickel, okay, it forms what? Propane, because this hydrogen, it gets activated because of the presence of what? The catalyst. This hydrogen bonds get activated because of the presence of the catalyst, and we get the corresponding what? The alkane. Now here we are going to prepare what? Alkanes from alkyl halides. First we had prepared from unsaturated hydrocarbons. Second we are preparing from alkyl halides. Okay, alkyl halides means halides are what? The halo group, isn't it? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so here and we are going to prepare from alkyl halides. Okay, but here we will not be using fluorides. Fluorine will not be used. Why? Because the reaction with fluorine, the compound which it will form, it will be too violent and you accept it from the reactions, okay, normally from all the reactions, okay. So now, so alkyl halide, here I have taken what, chloromethane, okay, it means what, methyl chloride, okay, and added what, hydrogen, okay, and here what has been used, zinc and H plus ions I have written. This has come from an acid, it can be dilute HCl, okay. So what happens in the presence of zinc and the H plus ions which we have got from what, a dilute acid like HCl, in the presence of these, what happens, this hydrogen reacts with methyl chloride to form what, methane and hydrogen chloride. Actually what happens here, two hydrogen is there, one hydrogen combines with what, methyl, and another combines with what, chlorine, to form what, it forms methane and hydrogen chloride, okay. Now next is what, Wurtz reaction. What is Wurtz reaction? Actually in this Wurtz reactions, higher alkanes, okay, with even number are formed from the lower alkanes, and in this we use the reagent what, dry ether, and we use what, sodium, okay. So here you can see methyl bromide plus sodium plus methyl bromide, it forms what, here you can see it has formed ethane, from smaller one to the higher one, isn't it, ethane, okay, plus sodium bromide. Actually what happened here, two sodium, one has joined with this Br and one with this, and forms what, 2NaBr, okay, and here you can see this forms a bond to form what, ethane, okay. So this is what Wurtz reaction is, what, from lower alkanes, higher alkanes with even number are formed in the presence of sodium and dry ether. Now we will be preparing alkanes from what, carboxylic acid, okay. So carboxylic acid, for that we will be taking what, sodium salt of carboxylic acid, and we will be taking soda lime. Soda lime is what, sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide, okay. And what we will be doing, we will be heating and we will get methane and sodium carbonate. How did we get this actually? This is a decarboxylation reaction, okay. So what will happen, as soon as NaOH is there and we are seeing it is decarboxylation reaction, one carbon will be removed out, okay. So here decarboxylation, one carbon plus this oxygen, okay, CO2 will be removed out, okay. And here what will happen in this, as soon as this is removed, okay, what will happen, it will combine with the left what, sodium and oxygen to form what, sodium carbonate, okay. And here what will happen, this methyl CH3 will combine with the hydrogen to form what, methane. In this you remember just that in decarboxylation reaction you will be getting an alkane, okay, which will consist one carbon less than the what, sodium salt you have taken, okay. Now Kolbe's electrolytic method, okay, in this actually we are using, we have used in decarboxylation reaction sodium salt, okay, but here we can use sodium or potassium salt of what, carboxylic acid, okay, and we will be adding water to it, okay. So now, so the reaction takes over and we get what, the you can see over here we have taken two molecules, so it becomes what, ethane and carbon dioxide and hydrogen plus sodium hydroxide. Now how we have got this actually, what happened at the reaction at anode, okay. So what happens in this is the structure of what, the acetate, okay. In this you can see what happens, here oxygen is consisting of one minus sign, okay. As a result, because here what has happened, Na plus has been released out, okay. So now here it comes one electron from this and one electron of oxygen, okay. What happened, it comes out, okay, it is released out, and naturally what happens here now, when it is released out, now the structure becomes something like this, CH3, single bond C, double bond O and single bond O, okay, you can see this, okay. Now here what will happen now, here these two will be cleaved taking their electrons, okay. So naturally when it is consisting of one electron, you'll get one electron over here, okay, and here what will happen, it will shift and here now the bond will be formed and you will get what, CO2, okay. And now what happens at cathode? We have taken water also. So water, okay, along with the electrons which has been released, okay, what will happen? It will form OH minus ion and H with one electron. Okay, actually how this has come? This water actually, H2O, it breaks into what? H plus plus OH minus ions, and this electrons over here, so now it is having one electron. Okay, so this is how you have got this. Okay, and now we had taken two molecules, so two hydrogen, it combines together to form what? H2. Okay, and here what happens, this CH3 which we have got, it is 2 in number, so what will happen, it will join, or it will form bond to form what? Ethane. And this is what? Alkane. So you can see by this, in this also carboxylic acid, okay, salt of carboxylic acid is used, okay, to get what? Ethane. Now coming to the properties of alkanes, okay, so properties means physical and chemical properties, okay, so first we will be studying about what? Physical properties, okay. So first point is what? That they are non-polar in nature, okay. Why? Because here we are seeing what? CC bond, okay, CC bond, they will be forming a covalent bond, okay. And second is, if there is bond also, if it is hydrogen, the electron negativity value of carbon and hydrogen is, there is a not so difference between the electronegativity value of the carbon and hydrogen, and so they form what? Non-polar compounds. They are not polar in nature, okay. Now they consist of, second physical property is what? That they consist of weak van der Waals forces, okay. So here we are not seeing strong forces between the bonds of this carbon or hydrocarbons, okay. There are weak forces, okay, are present, and these van der Waals forces are present between these carbon compounds, okay. Now they are colorless and odorless. They don't have any color and they don't have any odor, okay. Odor means smell. Now coming to the boiling point, what happens here? There is a difference, okay. As the number of carbon atoms goes on increasing, okay, what will happen? The boiling point also will increase. Why? Because its molecular mass becomes more, and if it becomes more, naturally what will happen? Boiling point will be more. One thing you have to remember, that if there is a branch form, okay, if the compound is in a branch form, its boiling point will be less.